Okay, yes. So I hope you can see me and hear me. Okay, so very nice. So good evening, all. Happy evening. Welcome to today's class. I'll just quickly respond to your messages. Okay, and then we'll get started with today's class. So Yash, Pranamya, Sohani, Tanisha, Samruddhi, Shweta, Sneha, Rashmi, Bharat, Aparna, Priyanka, Shraddha, another Priyanka, Sri Gauri, Shravana, Arpita, Sanjana, Meeta, Sri Hari, Amaya, Sanskriti, Sandesh, Kunal, and everyone. So, good evening, all. So, yesterday, something happened. Okay, so a big important news about scientific community. Okay, so was released. What is that? I'm not asking about political news. I'm asking scientific news. Okay, so who can tell me about this? You can send it to me in the chat. Okay, so let us see if you really noticed this important news. Okay, so you can type and send me in the chat. Okay, which news am I talking about? Okay, it was about the science. Okay, the scientific community. Okay, so no, not about IPL or not about other things. Okay, science, regarding science. So Pranamya has, by the way, told the correct answer along with Yash. Okay, so what is that? I'm going to show you. It's a very important news. So on your screen now, you will see this news which I'm talking about. Very nice. So this is a very big step forward. Okay, so because you see, there's a lot of things that is connected. Okay, so now the first thing. Okay, so I just want to know whether you were observing the facts or the points that was shown in this video. So I just want to know how many cases of hepatitis C was mentioned the worldwide. Okay, so how many cases? Okay, so very nice. Okay, some of you have noticed video correctly. Okay, so as you see here, the cases mentioned worldwide. Okay, so you can carefully notice here. So there are over 70 million cases. So that is a very big number. Okay, so when you compare this with coronavirus, because you see both of them are due to virus. Okay, so when you compare this with the coronavirus, so I will show you the real number what the Google says. Okay, the official number of cases of coronavirus worldwide. Okay, so on your screen now, so I'll just type coronavirus cases in the world. Okay, so no, not in India. Okay, so but in the world. So I'll click here, world, and as you can see here, so there's uh, 35.5 million cases, but the hepatitis C is almost double. Okay, it's almost double because just now you saw it is 70 million cases. Okay, 70 million cases. Okay, and coming to the death. Okay, so you see about the video. Okay, so in hepatitis C, the video you saw that 4 lakh deaths each year. Okay, so 4 lakh deaths each year. Okay, so whereas when you compare this with our coronavirus as of now, so the death is 1 million. So around 1 million. 1 million is 10 lakhs. Okay, so you have around 10 lakhs death. Okay, so the thing here we need to notice is about the vulnerability. Okay, so people, when they are in fear, when they are scared, okay, so they cannot fight with the disease. The problem here is that most of the people, they're already too scared. Okay, they do not have internal strength, not there. Okay, they get scared, they have fear. The media, everybody. Okay, so because of all this negative news, they have a lot of fear. And the fear is also an important factor because people, when they get fear, they don't have the strength to fight. Okay, and they easily give up and they die. And the way coronavirus attacks, okay, so it's everything is connected, everything is linked. And the people who are very old, as well as those who have asthma, as well as respiratory problems, along with the young kids, Okay, they are usually more vulnerable. There's a lot of factors. Okay, there's a lot of factors involved. Okay, but something positive, okay, something good that we can take here is that we are slowly moving towards that situation of creating, okay, so creating medicines, okay, which can fight viruses. Okay, so that is a big step forward. Okay, because you see, so they have successfully, okay, so at least demonstrated about the solution for hepatitis C. And this is a very, very good news. Okay, so maybe in the future, okay, so we can completely, uh, overcome such situations. We can completely win over virus. Okay, for sure. So anyways, so that was the important news. Okay, so moving forward, so today let us see some exciting things that we'll be doing. Okay, so for ninth standard. Okay, so very nice. So the last class, okay, so we were doing about free fall as well as the acceleration due to gravity, the small g. So yesterday we saw about the special case, okay, about how the value of g slightly changes. Okay, at the equator, the value of g is slightly less, whereas at the poles, the value of g is slightly more, swalpa, slightly more, that's all. Okay, because of the difference in the radius. Okay, the radius of the earth is different at equator compared to poles. Okay, because the earth is not a perfect sphere. Okay, and most important, we solve few numericals. Okay, so every time you need to solve numericals so that you get more and more practice. How to solve numericals? The same equations of motion, you just have to replace acceleration with g. Okay, the small letter g you have to replace, and hence there you go, you will be able to solve all type of questions. Okay, so but important, practice. You should have lot of practice. So let us solve some more questions today, but before that I want to do the topic, the last topic, that is mass versus weight. Okay, so today's topic is mass versus weight. Okay, so let us quickly see how mass and weight are different from each other. Okay, so please understand the term we use in our common day-to-day life interaction is different, and the science has a very different approach or the definition. So as we learned in the chapter, is matter around us pure? The word pure has a different meaning in science, and the word pure has a different meaning in our common day-to-day life. Okay, so over here we are strictly focusing on the scientific definition. Okay, so we are interested in science and we're looking forward for the scientific definition. So first, let's start with mass. Okay, so let us understand about mass. Okay, so first of all, you need to know that mass is a property of a substance. Okay, so there are different types of properties: intrinsic property as well as extrinsic property, which you will learn later. Now, I'll just tell it is a property of a substance. It is a property of a substance. Okay, the next thing, so about mass. So the amount of matter, you can call it as the amount of matter. So suppose I have this water bottle. Okay, the amount of matter present in this object, so I can call it as mass. Okay, the mass of this water bottle is fixed. Okay, so we will talk about that. First, I'll write about the second point. It is nothing but the amount of matter present in the substance. And also in the topic called force and laws of motion, so you learned that it is a measure of inertia. If mass is more, inertia is more. If mass is less, inertia is less. Okay, so mass is also a measure of inertia. Okay, measure of inertia of an object. Okay, so since I was talking about the matter, okay, so this water bottle the matter is fixed. Okay, so unless, see, I can change the water inside. Okay, I can drink the water. Okay, but I'm talking about only the bottle. So please do not get confused. I am not interested in the water inside. I'm talking only about the bottle. Okay, this plastic bottle is what I'm talking about. Okay, so the plastic water bottle, or this plastic bottle, the matter is fixed. Tomorrow when I come, this bottle doesn't become big or doesn't become small. It is fixed. It is having same amount of matter. It doesn't change. Or when I take this bottle, okay, so to America, bottle is bottle only. Okay, so it won't change. Okay, so the amount of matter is fixed. Okay, so hence the value of mass is also fixed. It is a constant. Okay, it is a constant. So I write this with a different color. Okay, so it is constant and doesn't depend on the location or the places. Okay, and does not change from place to place. Okay, so the value is fixed. Okay, so the statement meaning of this is that its value remains same. Its value remains same on Earth or Mars or the entire universe, wherever you go. Okay, to any different planet. Okay, so in the entire universe, the value remains the same because the matter is the water bottle matter is fixed. Okay, so it won't change as such. Okay, so the value remains same on Earth or Mars or outer space. Okay, mass is fixed quantity because you see it's a property of a substance. It won't change. For a substance, for example, this pen, so this pen has a mass and this mass is fixed. Okay, you cannot change unless you break the pen or you damage the pen. That is different. Okay, you cut the pen into two halves. That is different. Okay, you are manipulating. Okay, but the pen on its own has a fixed mass and this mass remains the same. Okay, but this is not the case with the weight. Okay, so the thing is weight. Okay, so weight is slightly having a different notation or it's slightly having a different approach. Okay, so the next point what I want to write is about weight. Okay, so all of us have seen your weight, okay, on this weighing machine or weighing scale. Okay, so for example, so my weight, okay, the last time when I checked, it was around 70 kg or something. Okay, so I have to check again because after the lockdown, everybody has increased weight. Okay, so a lot of people, okay, they are not doing any physical activities, so they have become motu. Okay, because they're just eating and working at home. Okay, so hence they are put on weight. And when you look at this weighing machine, okay, so the weighing machine will weigh your weight. That is what it tells your weight. So they are analog. Okay, this is analog weighing machine where it will tell you the reading. It will show you the reading. And there's also something called digital. Okay, so digital weighing machine. Okay, so we'll come back to this weighing machine. Okay, so because I want to show you how this weighing machine works. Have you ever thought about this? I put a substance on this, it will tell me the weight. How can it tell the weight? Okay, so we will see how the weighing machine works. Okay, but first I want to show you this video and then we'll go back to our weighing machine later. So on your screen, so this wonderful video.
Download Simply Piano today.
So they have explained all the important things that you're supposed to know about weight. Okay, so as you can see here, so I want you to focus on the definition. Okay, on the definition of weight. Okay, so which I'm going to show you now again over here. Okay, so amazing video. Although, like a lot of important messages are given in a very animated way. Okay, so let us see the definitions. Focus on this definition. Okay, so weight is the force. So please understand, weight is the force. Property Allah. Okay, so weight is the force, whereas mass is a property of a substance. It is about amount of matter, whereas weight is a force with which an object is pulled towards the earth or any other celestial body. Okay, if you go to different planets, your weight will be different on different planets, because every planet has its own gravitational force. Okay, so they have taken example of Earth and the Moon. If you go to Jupiter or if you go to Saturn, of course they have much more gravitational force, and hence your weight will be much more in Jupiter or Saturn compared to Earth. Okay, so depends on the gravitational force. Okay, so that is something that I want you to understand. So this video was useful, so hence I showed you this video. So now let us write some important things, okay, so that we learned, okay, so from this video. Okay, so the points, so I'm just writing all the points that we understood from the video. So the first one, the force. Okay, the weight is the force, the force with which the object gets attracted, with which the object gets attracted towards Earth or any other celestial body, or other celestial body. Okay, so all the planets, moon, stars, we call them a celestial body. Okay, and terrestrial body is the one that is present on the earth. Okay, so mountain, okay, hills, all those are terrestrial. Okay, celestial, C for celestial. Celestial bodies, space, okay, which is there in the solar system and all the space. Okay, so the force with which the object gets attracted, okay, so towards the earth or other celestial body, because of the gravitational force, because of the gravitational force or pull of the earth or other celestial bodies, or other celestial body. Okay, that's all. So this is about the weight. Okay, so as we know that it is the force, then of course it will be having the formula. As per our second law of motion, we know that force is mass into acceleration. But since we are talking about the gravitational force of the earth, first we'll talk about earth. Okay, the gravitational force of the earth, we can write this as mg. Okay, so because of the gravitational force of the earth, we have acceleration due to gravity. Okay, and our formula changes to F is equal to mg. This F itself, we call it as weight. Okay, so this force, okay, because of which the object gets attracted to the earth. Okay, so that is your weight. Okay, so W is represented as mg. Okay, W is equal to mg. So what do you think should be the unit? Okay, what do you think should be the unit of weight? Okay, so who can tell the unit of weight? Okay, the unit of weight is Newton, because weight is nothing but force itself. Okay, so hence the unit of force is Newton, hence the unit of weight is also Newton. Because you see, I told you 3 golden rules of physics. Who remembers the my three golden rules of physics? Okay, when you come across any new term, you should know those 3 things. What are those 3 things? Definition, formula, SI unit. Okay, definition, formula SI unit. Okay, so weight, we have written the definition now. Okay, formula, we have written W is equal to mg. Then what is the unit? The unit, as you have mentioned, it is Newton. Okay, unit is Newton. While writing Newton, you should write N as the small letter. While writing only the symbol, you should write N as the capital. That is the convention. Okay, that is the rule. Okay, that is the rule according to the scientific rules. Okay, so but in our day-to-day life, you must have seen that when you look at this weighing machine, the reason why I showed you the weighing machine is this. Okay, because when you look at your weight in the weighing machine, it shows kg. Okay, it shows kg, but just now we learned that weight is in Newton. Okay, the weight is in Newton. Okay, why? Because as I mentioned beginning of the class itself, we are today learning about the scientific way. Okay, how science defines weight. The common day-to-day life is different. Okay, there people do not interested in the scientific definition. Just like the pure substance has a different meaning according to science, and the word pure substance has a different meaning according to society or the people. Okay, similarly, here also, weight according to science is your force expressed in units Newton, but in our day-to-day life, we just tell weight as mass, we just tell weight as kg itself. Okay, even though kg is the unit for your mass. Okay, so weight should be in Newton. Okay, but day-to-day life, if you go tell your father, okay, that my weight is 98 Newton, your father will get confused. Okay, because we don't usually use Newton in our day-to-day life while talking with people. Okay, so we just tell it as kg. If somebody asks you what is your weight, you tell 40 kg or 50 kg. You don't tell 40 Newton or 50 Newton. Okay, so please understand, we are learning about science, scientific definition. Beginning of the class only I said we are learning about scientific definition. Okay, so this is about our scientific definition. Day-to-day life, we use a lot of random things. Okay, because people are crazy. Okay, so there's a lot of amazing things that we talk. Okay, in day-to-day life. But again, according to scientific point of view, okay, weight, the unit of weight is Newton. Okay, so over here, the unit of mass. Okay, so here I'll write SI unit of mass is kg. Okay, SI unit of mass is kg. Okay, so whereas SI unit of weight is Newton. Okay, and important, I will write the differences between, don't worry. Okay, so towards the end of the topic, I write mass versus weight. Okay, so that you understand. And weight is your vector quantity. Okay, so I hope you still remember about vectors. Who can tell me about vectors? Okay, so what is a vector? Okay, so if you remember, we did this in our physics chapter called motion. Okay, what is a vector quantity? Okay, so very nice. Okay, so Shavana has answered correct. Shraddha. Okay, then Pranamya, Sri Krishna, Samruddhi, Diya, Tanisha, everyone. Okay, so very good. So vector quantities are those quantities which has both direction as well as magnitude. Okay, so I will write here direction. It has both direction and magnitude. Direction and magnitude. So weight is a vector quantity because it is nothing but force. Since force is a vector, okay, so hence weight is also vector. Okay, what is the direction of weight? Since it is attracted towards the earth, the direction of weight is always downward direction. Okay, because as per the definition, you see it is always attracted towards the earth or any other celestial body. So it is always downward direction. Okay, downward direction is your direction of the weight. Okay, and the magnitude is the numerical value. Okay, so the important thing is this. Okay, the next point which I'm going to write, the weight of the object is different on different planets or on different celestial body. Okay, so because it depends on the gravitational force at that location. So I will write here the next point. Okay, the important point. So if you look at from this the equation itself, you can see that weight is directly proportional to mass. If I have to remove that proportionality, then I have to use the constant, that is g. Okay, that is acceleration due to gravity. On earth, g is on earth. Okay, so g is 9.8 meter per second square. But on different planets, g is different. Okay, the acceleration due to the gravitational force of that particular planet, it is different for different planets. But g is different, or I'll write here, but the acceleration due to the gravitational force is different for different planets, is different for different planets. So hence what happens is that, as you saw in the video, okay, so which was just now played, okay, so as you saw in the video, the weight changes, okay, from place to place, planets to planets. Okay, no, on earth it is same. Okay, don't think that if you come to Bangalore from Hubli, your weight will change. No, no, on earth everything is fixed. We are taking g as 9.8. On earth nothing changing. Okay, so of course poles and equator slight change. Apart from that, okay, that was a special case. Okay, that was a special case. I'm not talking about any special case. On earth, your weight is considered as fixed. But if you go to other planets, of course now we do not have technology to go, in case, okay, by mistake, okay, in case if they find out the technology, we have the technology to go to the outer space, go to different planets, which is definitely going to happen in the coming future. Okay, maybe in the next 50 years or 100 years. Okay, hopefully before we die, okay, we definitely know how to reach different planets. That would be fantastic. Okay, so if you go to different planets, okay, if you go to different planets, then of course your weight will change. So that is what I am writing, the next point. So weight depends. So weight depends on the gravitational force or the gravitational pull of the planet, okay, of the celestial body, or whatever the planet, okay, or the moon or sun. Okay, so wherever you're going. Okay, so hence I will write the next point, the object has different weight on earth, and it will have different weight on moon or any other celestial body. It will have different weight on moon or other planets. Okay, so because the gravitational force is different, I'll write the reason also. Because of different gravitational different gravitational force or different gravitational pull. Okay, so hence your weight is not constant, it changes. Okay, changes from a planet to planet, okay, or from celestial body. Whereas your mass is always fixed. Your mass is always fixed. So now we'll quickly write this table, the differences between weight and mass. In the exam, 3-mark question. Okay, so they can even ask for 2-mark question. Okay, what is the question which they will ask in the exam? Very standard question, that is differentiate. Okay, differentiate between mass and weight. Okay, if they ask you this, then what should you do? You should do first the table like this. Okay, I'm telling you, in the board exam, you write in paragraph, they will also give 0 in paragraph. Okay, they will not give you marks. So please understand, write in the tabular format. Okay, this is your mass, so this is your weight. Okay, so start practicing now itself. Okay, you are just some 6 months away from entering 10th standard. You wait, when you come to 10th standard, the luxuries that you will face is amazing. Okay, the treatment, the torture, not exactly torture, it's a different experience. Okay, mobile cut. Don't worry, online classes, everything will come to an end maybe by the beginning of next year. Okay, so when things come back to normal, mobile cut, friends cut, TV cable cut. Okay, all your hobbies, whatever you used to do, cut. Okay, only thing, shut up and study. That's all. Whatever you do, they will come and scold you. Everybody will give you advice for sure. Okay, teachers, parents, bus conductor. Okay, the school bus conductor, auto driver, auto anna, auto auntie, whoever is there, everybody will give you advice. They'll ask you to study, but nobody will tell you how to study or why to study. Okay, so I want to tell you that, because if you have the internal motivation, okay, then only you will be committed to the work. Okay, of course, all of us know, you, me, everybody know that you should study, but why? Okay, why should you study? There should be some strong motivation which will keep you motivated throughout. Okay, and you should also know how to study. Very important. Okay, everybody tells you to study, but how? There are some specific techniques. Okay, about the difference between a topper and a normal person. Okay, so apart from the talent, there is a technique to studying, which I also did not know. I also got to know when I went to college, NITK, because I told you now. So my friend who was having all India ranking 4, or bloody all India ranking 4 out of some 10 lakh or 12 lakh. His rank was 4, all India ranking. Okay, marvelous guy. And the mansha mara. Okay, so such a smart person. Okay, but you see, they are amazing people and you should learn from them. Okay, I also learned a lot of things from my amazing toppers. The important thing is, most of the toppers, okay, so they do have attitude, okay, all those things. Okay, but once you come to college, okay, especially big college like IIT and NIT, okay, so all of them will, become very close. Okay, so it doesn't matter, they're like very best steady buddies. Okay, they'll tell you a lot of things, and knowledge is always to be shared. Okay, so like amazing stuff. Okay, amazing stuff that I learned, okay, from people. Okay, which definitely I'll tell you later. Okay, I want to now focus on the syllabus. Okay, I am completing this topic. I want to focus on the topic. So later, so maybe some other time, I'll tell you about the tricks and everything. So before I leave, okay, so on your screen now, I'm going to show you the video, the mass and the weight. Okay, so carefully notice this. Okay, the way they concluded the video by telling that the mass is constant everywhere, whereas the weight depends on the gravitational force. Okay, so very nice. So this is what I wanted you to understand. So which we will do in the form of a table. Okay, so we'll have this differences between the mass and the weight in the form of a tabular column. And after this, we will go for our everyday numericals. Okay, so as we discussed that yesterday, day before yesterday, every class we're solving few numericals from exercises. Okay, so once I finish this table, then we'll go solve few numericals. Okay, the first point, so starting from the definition. Okay, so the definition about the mass. Okay, so it is nothing but your amount of matter, the amount of matter, okay, so present in an object, whereas the weight is the force, okay, the force with which the object is attracted, okay, towards the celestial body, with which the object is attracted towards the earth, or other celestial bodies if you're discussing about other planets or other celestial body. Okay, so very nice. So the second point, okay, the second point, so mass is a property of a substance. It is a property of a substance, but weight is a force. Okay, it is a force. So as we wrote in the definition, it is a force. Okay, so that is attracted, okay, so with which it is attracted towards the earth or the other celestial body. Okay, the next thing you need to know that mass is a scalar quantity. So I'll just write here, it doesn't have direction, it is just a scalar quantity. So mass is a scalar quantity, whereas my weight is a vector quantity because it is nothing but force. So I'll write here vector quantity. So very nice. So next important about the question is the formula. Okay, so mass is just represented as m, whereas weight is given by the formula. So W is equal to mg. So weight is proportional to m. Weight depends on m. Okay, so I will end this with the units. Okay, the unit of mass is kg, whereas the unit of weight is Newton. Okay, so these are some of the points so that we wrote about the mass and the weight. We can write one more, the important point which you saw in the video, the conclusion. Okay, so that is, it is a constant. It is a constant. It doesn't change its value depending on the location. Okay, I write here, it remains same. It doesn't change. From place to place. So whereas my weight changes, it is not a constant. It varies from place to place. We mean from planet to planet. Okay, so we mean from planet to planet because it depends on the gravitational pull or the gravitational force. Okay, as it depends on the gravitational pull or force. Okay, so very nice. So over here, so we have written 6 points which is worth 3 marks. Okay, so right here, so 3 marks. So half mark for each point So you can see we have mentioned six points. So total, you'll get full 3 out of 3. Okay, so remember the difference between mass and the weight. Okay, and make sure that you practice this. Do not forget, very important. And now we'll head towards the numericals. Then after the numericals, remember in the beginning of the class, I asked you about the weighing machine. Okay, so at the end of the class, we will see how does this instrument work. Okay, or how does the weighing machine work. So which we'll see at the end of the class after we solve our numericals. Okay, so on your screen now, so we will look into the exercise questions. Okay, and let us see which are questions we can solve today. Okay, so since we did weight versus mass, so we will solve question number 12 first. So on your screen, question number 12, what is the answer? Okay, so tomorrow we'll talk about weight on the moon. Okay, so we have a special case, derivation, everything, which we'll do tomorrow. So today we will first quickly solve this question. So that is question number 12. So please quickly solve this question and let me know. You want help? I can definitely help. I will open my notepad and we can solve question number 12 over here. So I'll solve this in a special page where we have solved all the exercise question. Okay, so yesterday we did this question based on G as well as universal law of gravitation. So today, first we'll do this question number 12. So I will share the screen. I will split the screen. If you cannot see, please open your textbook. Okay, this is a textbook question. So question number 12. Okay, so they have mentioned that the gravitational force on the surface of the moon is only 1/6 as strong as the gravitational force on Earth. So what is the weight in Newton of a 10 kg object on the moon and on the Earth? So this is what they're asking us to find. So first, let us write about the given quantities. Okay, so given. So they have given mass is equal to 10 kg. Okay, so remember kg is SI unit of mass. And they have also told that the gravitational pull, okay, on the surface of moon is 1/6 as strong as the gravitational pull on the Earth. Okay, so now let us solve. Okay, so let us solve the question. So I will first solve for the weight on the Earth. Okay, so weight on the Earth is represented by WE given as mass into G. Okay, acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so since they did not mention any value for G, by default, we'll take G as 9.8 itself. Okay, mass is 10 kg, G is 9.8. So our answer is 98 Newton. Okay, I will write here weight on Earth is 98 Newton. But they want us to find the weight of the object on moon. Okay, so which I will write here. So weight on moon is equal to 1/6 into weight on Earth. Who told this? It is given in the question. Okay, read the question. Opening statement. They have told gravitational force on the surface of the moon is 1/6. So substituting that 1/6 into weight on Earth, in the previous step only we have found it as 98. So I have to solve this. Okay, so 2 3s are 249. Okay, I know that 16 3s are 48. Okay, but this is 49. So 49 divided by 3. is got to be 16.3333. That is our recurring number. Okay, so hence my answer is 16.3. So weight on moon is 16.3 Newton. Okay, so over. So simple, easy question. Okay, so can be asked for 2 marks. Okay, because 1 mark for finding the weight on Earth, 1 mark for finding weight on moon. Okay, so total 1 plus 1, 2 marks. So if you understood this question, you can click on the yes icon. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, use the formula, find weight on Earth. So next, use the formula and find weight on moon. Okay, so if you have doubt, okay, so then you can definitely let me ask, okay, so in the chat or later after the class also. So that was question number 12. So simple, easy question. Okay, so now, so moving on. So let us solve some equations of motion related question. So we will go to question number 1414. Okay, question number 1414. So mass of the object, it will always be given in the question. You do not worry about that. Okay, so mass of the object, it will be given in the question. Okay, so that was the doubt for Amaya. I think I have told that answer for that. Okay, so question number 14. Okay, so look at the question. A stone is released from the top of a tower of height 19.6. So calculate its final velocity. Okay, that's all. Okay, simple, easy question. Question number 14. Okay, so let us next solve question number 14. So who can tell me the answer for this question? Question number 14. You can quickly type in the chat and send it to me. Question number 1414. So they have told that height is 19.6 meter as they have mentioned. Okay, a stone is released from the top. Look at the statement, released from the top. That means initial velocity is 0 because it is released from the top. Final velocity you should find. Okay, you should find the final velocity. Since they haven't mentioned anything about acceleration, okay, so the g value is taken as 9.8 meter per second. Don't take 10 until and unless they tell you. Okay, so if they have not mentioned, take the default value, that is 9.8. So which formula should we use? The formula which has all the 4 quantities. Okay, so that is, we have to use the formula v square minus u square is equal to 2gs. Okay, so here instead of s, we can use it as height. Okay, so 2gh, h for height. You substitute the values and there you go, you will get your answer. So 2 into 9.8 into h. Okay, so over here, so v square is equal to 2 into 9.8 is nothing but your 19.6. H they have given as 19.6. So v square is equal to 19.6 into 19.6. So that means v is got to be 19.6. Okay, so v square is equal to 19.6 square. So square and square cancel. So hence we write final velocity is 19.6 meter per second. Okay, so that is what is our answer. Okay, if you understood this question, you can click on the yes icon. Okay, simple, easy question, straightforward. You can expect this for 2 marks, that's all. Okay, there's nothing much complicated in this. So 1 mark for writing the formula, everything properly, and another 1 mark for getting the answer. Okay, so since here we have to consider, okay, that the object is falling. Okay, so that is a free fall. Okay, so in the free fall, so you have to take acceleration due to gravity, that is g. Okay, so Kunal is asking how to know it is motion or gravitation. So Kunal, as I told yesterday, okay, so once you solve many questions, you will get to know. Okay, so simple common sense. Here you see, if you have to solve this question, okay, you need acceleration. Okay, and how do you get the acceleration? If it was motion type of question, they would give their own acceleration. But here, a stone is released from the top. Okay, so that means they're talking about free fall. Okay, free fall is connected to our gravitation chapter, and the acceleration due to gravity, that is G, is to be taken to solve the question. So once you practice many questions, you have an idea. You have an idea which is of which type. Okay, so simple example. Okay, IPL matches you watch, World Cup matches you watch. Okay, and test match as well as 2020 match, ODI match you watch in the cricket. How do you know which match is which match? Okay, because you have seen so many matches and you can recognize ODI cricket is 50 overs. Okay, 2020 is 20 overs. Test match 5 days. White color dress they will wear and they will play. How do you know? In the beginning you did not know. Once you watch many cricket matches, now you have an idea. Okay, if I randomly ask an American person to tell me, he won't be able to understand cricket because he doesn't watch cricket. In America they watch baseball. Okay, so hence practice will make you perfect. Solve many questions, you will have an idea. Okay, so now with this we will head towards our Kahoot quiz. Okay, so let us see how much you understood about mass versus weight. Okay, so on your screen now, so I will show you the Kahoot quiz. Okay, but before that, as I told, okay, so as I told that the weighing machine. Okay, so how does the weighing machine calculate its weight, or how does the weighing machine calculate your weight? So you watch this video. Meanwhile, I will load the quiz. Okay, after this video, we'll go for the quiz.
We use scales in almost every...
You do not have any doubts, so then we can close the session. Okay, you have doubts, you can quickly raise your hand or you can send me the doubt in the chat. Okay, so with that, I'm ending the class. Okay, so nobody is asking any doubt. Nobody is raising their hand. Okay. Okay, so Sri Krishna is asking about my friends. Okay, that is personal doubt. Okay, I asked science related doubt. Okay, science related doubt, if you have, you can definitely ask. Rohan is asking this Sunday which exam? Rohan, this Sunday, October 11, gravitation test. Okay, so anything else you want to ask, you can let me know. So regarding my friends, I will tell you some other day for sure. So once I have completed the portions. Okay, so there you go. With this, I'm going to end the class. Thank you so much. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye. Practice more questions. Take care. See you tomorrow.